So today I want to take a look at different trinkets you will stumble upon while leveling in the Burning Crusade. Some of you might enter TBC with full max gear, and some of you might enter TBC as a freshly boosted level 58 character. Either way, I want to look at a couple of really useful trinkets that you can obtain while leveling that will both help you speed up your leveling process, as well as get you geared for heroic dungeons once you get to level 70. Some of these trinkets are even pre-Bis as well and will stay useful for a long time, so without further ado, let's get into it. First off, we'll start with a quest item, or I guess two quest items, since we will cover both of the rewards from the quest. This quest is pretty much available to you from the second you enter Hellfire Peninsula, as you can choose to go for it right away. But you will also obtain a quest to go here and get the quest items naturally by just following the quest in Hellfire Peninsula as well, so what you do is up to you. Either way, the quest starts off by killing this demon up here. You loot a missive, you bring that missive to Honorhold or Thralmar based on your faction. You then get a follow-up quest to kill an elite at the Pools of Agramar, further north in Hellfire Peninsula. This guy is an elite mob with over 40,000 health, so bringing a group is probably the best way to go. On the beta, while leveling, we managed to 3-man this as a hunter, rogue and druid, so 3 people should be enough, but get a full group if you can. Once you have downed the elite mob, return to Honorhold or Thralmar, and you can grab one of 3 trinkets. The Regal Protectorate for tanks, the Blade Fist's Breadth for physical DPS, and the Vengeance of the Illidari for casters. I was originally only going to talk about the tank and attack power trinkets, because those are the best ones. Casters will find many other trinkets that are arguably better, but I figured I would mention the caster trinket as well. These are major trinket upgrades for many of you, and it is available the second you step through the Dark Portal. Next up, you have another attack power trinket with hit rating, and for pretty much all of you, hit rating will be important. This goes for both melee DPS and casters, as everyone has a certain amount of hit rating they want to obtain for their pre-best in slot. The trinket is called Teddarkar Tablet of Precision, and is also really easy to obtain. All you have to do is accept a quest from a wanted poster in your faction's quest hub in Teddarkar Forest, then you kill 20 birds, then complete a follow-up quest to kill a big bird, and you get yourself a nice trinket. Oh yeah, you can also get a caster trinket that increases your spell hit rating by 22, and also has an on-use effect that increases your spell damage and healing by a lot, and that is the Teddarkar Tablet of Vim. Next up, we have another rare trinket, blue quality trinket, or whatever you want to call it, Dabbery's Enigma. It's a good trinket, okay? And it's a tank trinket as well. To obtain this trinket, you have to do a group quest in Netherstorm, which involves following an NPC, guarding him from danger, then summoning an elite, and defeating the elite. The entire thing is a group quest, and no matter your level, I would recommend being at least 3 people for this, but the more the better. This trinket could be really useful for protection paladins looking to farm gold, as some of your shields and trinkets scale with block rating, and by having this trinket you can increase your block rating by a massive amount for 15 seconds, with a 1 minute, 30 second cooldown. Next up, we have another good trinket to use while leveling and while farming, and this one's a Reborn from a dungeon you guys might be familiar with. Basically, you can pick up this quest at the Sporegar village, you will need friendly reputation to pick it up, and the quest is killing and looting the final boss of the Underbog. The trinket itself has no real stats, but every time you kill a mob that rewards experience or honor points, you will heal yourself for 200 health. This is insanely valuable while leveling and gold farming, because it will reduce your downtime and allow you to keep going at a faster pace, because you won't need as many breaks to sit down and eat food to restore health. Now let's also show healers some love and talk about a really good healer trinket that is also really easy to obtain, and that is the Ushagan Relic. To get this trinket, go to the Consortium quest hub in Nagrand, pick up the quest called Gavaxi, then find and kill Gavaxi, and return to the quest hub and turn in the quest. Really, that's all you have to do to obtain the trinket, it's so easy to obtain. I also want to highlight one more pretty easy to obtain trinket in Hellfire Peninsula, before we go on to some higher level zones such as the Netherstorm, and that is basically the Charm of Alacrity, which can be handy for tanks that want dodge. That being said, it has no real steady stats on it, only an on-use effect, but it can still be quite handy in certain scenarios. This trinket is obtained by finding this goblin south in Hellfire Peninsula, accepting a quest to gather 30 Zeppelin parts, completing that quest, and then you get a follow-up quest to loot 10 items from these shadow elementals. Once you have looted those 10 quest items, turn those in, and grab your trinket. Next up we have a healer and caster DPS trinket that gives just as much damage as it gives healing, so it's really useful for both casters and healers, and especially handy for those of you who might end up doing both. That is the Ancient Crystal Talisman. It has both an equip effect and an on-use effect, and it's also really easy to obtain. First you have to do a quest called the Spirit of Feral Fen, which requires you to loot 10 totems of Feral Fen around the Feral Fen village. After that you get a follow-up quest to place a totem on the bottom of the stairs right here, which then summons a serpent. You then kill that serpent and you are done. Return to your quest giver and collect your trinket. Next up you have the Starkillers Bobble, which is another caster trinket with spell hit rating, which is really handy for any caster struggling to hit their hit cap. This trinket is obtained from Netherstorm, and it's basically all you have to do is kill a big elite slime that spawns in this area. He has a long spawn timer though, so patience is key. He's also elite, but reportedly only has around 20,000 health, meaning you could theoretically solo him, but grabbing a group might also not be a bad idea. This next trinket is a really strong attack power trinket for classes that use attack power. It has an insanely strong on-use effect as well as a massive 52 attack power from the equip effect as well. This trinket is fairly easy to obtain, but the quest itself is quest number 8 in a quest chain, so it does require some questing to get to the quest itself. Once you actually get to the quest itself though, all you have to do is go to this tower down here and kill Archelos. When you enter the tower you get a debuff that decreases your damage by 50%, but that really shouldn't be a problem. And the last trinket I'll talk about today is the Heavenly Inspiration, which is another awesome healer trinket that increases your healing by a lot when used, as well as the fact that it gives 10 MP5 through the equip effect as well, which is awesome in itself. The quest is quest number 7 in a quest chain, so once again you will have to go through a couple of quests to obtain the trinket, but I definitely think the grind is worth it. And there it is guys, a couple of trinkets you guys definitely want to grab while leveling, especially if you're questing, but to be honest, even if you're dungeon grinding you can probably afford to go and grab these trinkets real quick, because even the ones locked behind a quest chain are really quick to go through, especially with a group. I also love the fact that many of these trinkets are so incredibly easy to obtain and can be obtained in 5 to 10 minutes each. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think about the video. Hopefully you liked it and hopefully you found it helpful. If you did like the video, please remember to hit that like button to help push it into the YouTube algorithm. And for more TBC content, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well, as I will be uploading a lot more TBC content, and you don't want to miss it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.